Oh dang, I guess
Hi, y'all.
sorry. I got a notification on the screen that said now we can time people out for anywhere from 10 seconds to 24 hours. So I had to read that as we were going live. How's everybody doing today? I'm going to pull the live stream up on my phone so we can see the chat better. Hey, Debbie. How are you?
Hi, Debbie.
Marie, hope you are feeling better, Jen. Yes, I am. And it's a good thing, but it's also a problem because of the fact that I feel good and I want to get up and do stuff. But the other day I went outside just to check what Wiley was working on because he's been working on his truck out there. And I don't know, I was probably out there for 20 or 30 minutes and then I couldn't sleep at all that night because my back hurt. So, and all I did was just like get up and walk around out there. I've been making laps across the house, you know, for a week at 20, 30 minutes a time. I thought I'd be okay, and I didn't hurt while I was doing it, but I definitely hurt a lot afterwards. So.
And then last night she decided to get up and make stir fry chicken, which I have to say was excellent, and it hit the spot that I needed hit. But I told her not to be doing that no more. That she needs to keep relaxing, and you know we got the kids. They can cook. I can cook. You know, and she says that she makes her feel like she's fat and lazy.
It does, y'all. Like, first off, can you guys hear us good? We have a mic over here by the phone or by the camera, so but I want to make sure you guys can hear us good. We do talk pretty loud, so.
Hi, Sean.
Yeah. Hey, Sean. So, Sean, hi. Trish, Glenda, hello. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Glenda, because our yard, none of our property is absolutely flat. And so you don't even realize it, but it is slightly an incline in our driveway. And so I was walking back and forth in and out of the house, you know, and I guess I was going up that hill and didn't really realize it was a hill at all.
It don't seem like much of a hill, but I bet it's.
Let's see. Carol said, Jen, hope you are doing better and that pain is lessening. Wiley, how's the thumb? Yeah, Wiley, how's your thumb?
it's the webbing in between my fingers. It's pretty well. It hasn't given me any trouble today or anything. The nail only went in about, I would say, 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch.
Only an inch.
But it hadn't. I've been using it just fine today. It hadn't bothered me a bit. So.
Hi Pam, how are you? Sorry if we missed anybody. I did scroll up in the chat, but I don't think I have all of the messages. Hang on. It's on top messages. I need to turn on all messages. Okay.
No, there you go.
Alright, we might have missed some. Sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been forever since we've done a live stream.
Well, it has been.
I know. With the pain medicine made me feel really awful. But I've been off of the pain medicine for over a week now, I think.
About a week.
Or about a week.
Close to it. Yeah.
I got so tired of feeling sick and nauseous all the time, I couldn't take it anymore. So, yeah. Yep, so, it is a good thing that my pain level is really low, which is great, but it really does make me feel like I'm just a fat, lazy slob that lays around all day. I'm a pretty active person, and when we get up in the morning, we don't see our bed again until it's time to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I've been in bed for 2 weeks.
Hi, Lila.
Hey, Lila, how's it going? And that's just not my style, y'all.
I knew it was going to be extremely tough for her to not do anything.
So.
But yeah. When does PT start?
I'm not sure. I have my post-op appointment on Friday. So I'm sure that on Friday they'll be giving me a prescription for physical therapy, and I'll find out when that starts. But I assume it'll probably start within the next week or so. Mama V said she's driving, so she can't chat, but she'll be listening. We love you, Mama V.
By the way, we called the well guy yesterday.
Yes.
and he's supposed to be making a trip out to our new property and taking a look at things and telling us what he thinks he can or can't do. So we should be hearing back from him in the next day or two to see about getting a well drilled.
So one of our wonderful subscribers that we think of as we consider this person to be family has tremendously blessed us. They requested that they remain anonymous, but with the money that we are being blessed with, we decided the best way to spend that would be to have a well drilled. Judging by what Jeff over at Bobblehead has told us about him getting established with the county water system, we can have a well drilled for just a little bit more than what he's paid for his county water. And I think that a well is a very, very good investment.
And as far as I'm concerned, county water, city water, it's all the same. And I would rather have the well anyway.
I'd rather not have a water bill.
Right. I mean,
So,
even just the water itself, I would rather have a well water.
Oh, yeah,
So-
yeah. We have a well where we're at now, and I really don't want it any other way. So hopefully we'll be having a well drilled soon. I'm not sure when he'll be able to get to it, but
Of course, he's got a lot of things going in ahead of us, but he said he could get by there and take a look and let us know what it's going to take or whatever, and then get back with us and schedule, it's liable to be a month or so before he gets over there. But
Sean asked if we're going to Jeff's tomorrow. Unfortunately, no.
No, Jen's not ready for a 4-hour car ride yet.
No, I'm really not even looking forward to the hour it takes to get to my doctor's office on Friday. I might take some ibuprofen or something before I go, just so that I'm not in pain by the time we get home, because sitting up for a long period of time is not comfortable. I mean, I can sit not up straight. I mean, I either have to be super straight to be comfortable or laying down. There's not really a whole lot of in between.
Hi, Anson.
Hey, Anson, how's it going? Did y'all finally get internet? I saw some.
Yes, they
yeah,
got
they
moved, and yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting.
They got the trailer moved across the creek, and
So now you have internet on your phone, or did you get fiber? Is what I wonder. Because he
Paul.
Because he was saying that they got service. They didn't.
Oh,
have
I don't
cell
know
service
about
where
that.
they were.
But
yeah.
they have cell service where they're at. Yeah, where
Yeah.
they moved the trailer to.
Well water, orange color coming out, stay in a bathroom, bathtub, gross. Yeah, except, I mean, we don't have that problem. We don't have that problem here where we're at now. But that is something that can be changed. Is something that can be controlled with filtration and things like that in the future. So, talk to Melanie and go. I know. I watched.
We've been watching that.
I watched their video from yesterday, and I see the problems they're having, and that's so we have already begun to take that into consideration. But I guarantee that there is a solution out there, and we will find that solution.
Hey, Pooch.
But I would still much rather have a large investment in our water system than be on the grid. Really, our plan is to be off grid, regardless of the fact that we have access to tie into public utilities. We're really wanting to build our house in a way that sets us up in case something bad ever happens, Like if we spend $4,000 on getting hooked up to the city water system, and then crap hits the fan, we're without water just like everybody else. But we can spend $5,000 and have a well drilled, and we can be self-sufficient.
Right.
And so I would much rather take the problems that come with having a well than have and gain that security rather than having to pay a bill every month. I mean, when we moved to Arkansas, y'all, we're not gonna have jobs, so we got to keep our bills absolutely as minimal as possible.
So I grew up in Sallisaw, Oklahoma, the earlier part of my life, and our well over there, I don't even know what it was, but it wasn't rusty look colored. It was black water that come. There was times that you would fill the black bathtub up and it looked like you filled the bathtub up with black paint. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was all about, but I mean, we survived. I don't, we.
Pam said she loves your accent. She thought you said whale,
Yeah.
and you said whale. So yeah, that'll be exciting to get water there because
it's going to be a huge first step. Huge first step.
Because we can live without electricity. We have a generator. We have a lot of what we need to set up a small solar system. To run like a refrigerator and the things like that.
Hey Jason.
Hey Jason, how's it going? Long time no see, man. And so I really think that it's a wise first step.
Yeah.
So that in the springtime when we move there, we won't be having to haul water or spending a ton of money on water from the grocery store and stuff like that. So.
Well, Paul, I just meant age-wise. I didn't mean mentally.
Yes.
I mean.
Yeah. So the way I set up the camera on accident is the comments are on the opposite side of the lens. So I usually set it up where the comments are on the same side as the lens so we can keep better eye contact. But to see the comments up here on the phone, we have to, So.
Yeah, Anson, I don't want to haul water. Although I've already kind of figured out how I'm going to do it if I have to do it, but I don't want to. So yeah, with the blessing that we received, we definitely want to look into a well, and we're heading that direction. So.
Yeah, Junk to Gems. Hello, how's it going?
Hey Nick.
Hey Nick, long time no see. So yeah, I've been stuck in bed. Wiley's been working on his truck.
And so, just so y'all know, I've gotten a long way on my truck. And I get more and more excited every time I walk out the door.
And because
my cameraman is stuck in bed, I haven't been able to video any of it. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. Whenever I get involved, I don't want to mess with the camera. And so I took my phone out there the other day. I knew what was, I knew Jen was going to chew me out. I took my phone out there the other day. I set it all up. I spent, 30 minutes getting everything ready and getting the phone all set up and everything. And I hit record, and it recorded about 5 minutes, and then my phone storage was full, and it quit recording. And I was like, you know what? I ain't dealing with this. So.
Yeah, I am not sure how those YouTubers who do it on their own.
I don't know.
My question is, how many of your cars and trucks that you have sitting around your property now you'll be taking to your new property?
None.
Well, we've got 2 vehicles that are registered and that run and that we drive on a regular basis. We've got our minivan and we've got our Chevy 2500 truck.
Frank.
Our cat is rubbing up against the tripod. Sorry, y'all. And so. And then we have Wiley's truck that he's building right now. So at least 2 of those will go with us. I think Wiley's working on trading off our white truck because we've been having problems with it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Wiley's a wheelin' dealin' mofo.
I had the Ford 1-ton that I put a little video out whenever we got it. Because of all this, that, and then we had actually it was a car that was abandoned here a few years ago. The guy just gave it to us.
It was a Toyota 4Runner.
Toyota 4Runner.
That was turned into a toy.
Got like an 8-inch lift kit on it and big tires, but it's pretty well junk.
Anson said, "Let me guess, Drew's buying all your stuff."
So I sold the Toyota 4Runner and the Ford 1-ton dually I had. I sold them back to the salvage yard. My cousin's coming to get, or he's already come and got the Ford. He's coming to get the Toyota. So I'm kind of thinning out everything. I also had a 61 Chevy half-ton pickup that I really didn't want to get rid of, but my nephew turned 16 and he fell in love with it, and so I sold it to him. I helped his sisters get their first cars, and I felt a little bit obligated whenever he fell in love with my 61.
So the nephew got it.
So the nephew got it, yeah.
And then there's another truck that we use for packages. It's parked at the end of the driveway. It's an old 60 model Chevy truck. But Wiley's tearing it apart to build his new truck. So, yeah. His new old truck.
Yeah.
Guys, it's going to be so stinking awesome.
What Wiley really means?
Ford dude said, man, that little schoolie you guys have would make a great camper.
Exactly, Paul.
It would, except there's 6 of us. And so, I mean, I don't know how we would all 6 fit in it. It's really tiny. I actually bought that for my best friend about 4 years ago. 3-4 years ago.
About 3 years ago.
Yeah. Because she was going to turn it into a camper for her and her son. And long story short, it's just sat in our yard since I bought it. So, if you talk to Kelly at Rooston Rescue, they're well dried up. They had to get creek water and water from the fire department. I bought them a huge white cistern to hold water and a well house pump.
So Lila, that's what my plans are. Is I want a well drilled, and we're going to get the pump and everything and put in it. But I want about 6 of those 275-gallon totes, and I'm going to set those up to where I can fill those. I can use a generator to run the pump to fill those about, just when they need it. That way I'm not having to run a generator continuously, and use water as we need it. We're going to have a storage tank full of water to keep us going, and then we can turn the well on every now and then to fill those up. That's exactly what I plan on doing.
So, Anson, before I moved here, and I had let's just say at one point, I had a 50s model Willys that was right-hand drive. It ran, but not very well, and then never got around to doing anything with it.
So, Anson, I'll tell you a little story. It's been about 10 years ago.
Hey, Brett and Deborah.
I was doing some work for a guy whenever I was running the wrecker service. I was doing some work for a guy. He had a big windstorm come through and blew a big travel trailer over in his front yard, so I had to go take the semi-truck and set the
Tamara.
Travel trailer back up on its wheels. And while I was there, I looked out in his backyard, and there was just a whole bunch of cars all growed up in weeds back there. So I started talking to him about them. And he said, well, I don't know if I want to do anything or not. And a couple weeks later went on. I went back by his house, and he happened to he had broke his arm. And he was out in his...
Denise and Marcel, hi. Sorry.
He was out in his barn stacking hay, square bales of hay, with a broken arm. So I pull up in his driveway, I see him doing this, I go out and I help him start stacking hay, and I'm talking to him this whole time, and he was like, oh, hey, by the way, you just go back there and just, any of them cars you want, just go through them and dig them out. So there was a little 42 Willy's Jeep sitting back there. Now, this is the actual Jeep, not a pickup or anything, but the actual Jeep. And it had a tree grew up in between the radiator and the front bumper that was probably that big around. He said it had been sitting back there since like the 60s. So I go dig it out with the thoughts of just making like a yard art. Setting it out in the yard, putting flowers around on it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, I happened to come across a forum on some people talking about these Jeeps. And I started looking at this Jeep. So it was a 42, what they call a slat grill Willy's Jeep. Now there was only...
I think it's Mike at No Parts Garage said, I'll take all you don't want.
It was, so there was only, from what I could gather, like 5,000 42 model slat grill Willy's Jeeps ever built. So I started checking the frame and checking the VIN number and all that stuff. Everything matched. Everything was right. Now this thing was bad rusty. I mean, it was bad rusty. Then I took a picture of it and I posted it on this forum, and somebody was like, "Hey, does that have a glove box?" And sure enough, it did. It had a glove box. So out of 5,042 slack grill Willys Jeeps, nobody has a number, but less than 500 of those cars had a glove box.
Anson said that is a rare Jeep indeed.
So I put it on eBay. And this thing literally was, I mean, you would have to buy every piece of sheet metal to build this thing back. It was rusted all to pieces. It brought $8,000 on eBay.
That's insane. Back to good. Hey, Rachel, how are you doing?
But it was one of the slack grill Willys Jeeps, and back then they was built for wartime. So you know they come packaged in a box, and they took the helicopter, and they would drop them off into places, and the soldiers would put them together in the field. It was one of those Jeeps. I mean, and they're highly sought after, I guess, and very rare for that style, the one I had. But
Mike said Jason will take all the Jeeps, and then Jason said, "Yes, Mike, I would."
But that thing, it blew me away. Guy drove up here from Georgia and paid me cash, $8,000 cash money for that Jeep.
Hi, Jody. I saw your text message come through, but we're on this live stream right now, so I haven't checked it yet. But I'll get back to you after the live.
But, I actually just sold a really nice, I think it was a 47 model Jeep pickup, Willys pickup. My dad had. It was, oh my gosh, it was nice. And it ran and drove. It just had been sitting for a long time. We got it running and driving. But I come across them all the time. Matter of fact, I seen one of the Overlanders, which is like a station wagon style, the other day on Facebook here local for what I thought was really cheap, like $1,500.
Anson did, "Don't talk to me now." And then it's all Grady. I don't know if this is Denise or Marcel, but whichever one of them is being made to do laundry, and they said it's much more fun hanging out with us.
So Mike, she's doing really good. She's overdoing it though. She's
overdoing it is like walking to the kitchen and back. Okay, that's an exaggeration.
Walking outside and standing out there talking to me for 30 minutes was overdoing it. And then standing in the kitchen cooking dinner for me last night was overdoing it.
Hey, I felt okay after making dinner.
Huh.
He's just upset because I woke him up at like 2 o'clock in the morning the other night and made him give me a back massage because I couldn't sleep. So he doesn't want me to wake him up. He likes his sleep, so he doesn't want me to overdo it. But I'm feeling good. I had to get off that pain medicine. Like, I still have some, but I just couldn't take that crap anymore because it made me feel so sick and so awful. I don't even know how people get addicted to painkillers because, man, oh man, I do not ever want to feel like that again. And but now I'm feeling good even without pain medicine, and which makes me want to get up and do stuff. Like, I feel fat and lazy for laying in bed all day while Wiley's out there working. At least it's not like 1,000 degrees outside.
So Paul,
just set it on the table.
What's funny about that is I don't know if you know over there. They probably don't have Mahindra tractors over there, but here in the States, Mahindra tractors are one of the cheap knockoff. Was at one time anyway. They're actually pretty good tractors now, but Mahindra bought the patent for the CJ5 Jeep. And they actually build, it's an off-road vehicle, it's a utility vehicle, but it's a CJ5 Jeep with a 3-cylinder diesel motor in it. You can buy them at any of the Mahindra dealerships around here, but it is a CJ5 Jeep. That's all it is, with a diesel motor in it. And from what I understand, you can actually tag them, you can get a title and tag them and everything and make them roadworthy, but they cannot be sold as road vehicles because of they are I mean, they build them just like they did back in the 60s or whatever, the CJ5 Jeeps. You can buy them brand new. They're just off-road vehicles. Utilitarian vehicles.
Yeah, so, hey, Frosty, how's it going? Yeah, it's hard for me to even take over-the-counter stuff like ibuprofen. Usually if I have a headache or I'm not feeling good, I'll just go lay down and take a nap, and then when I wake up, I feel better. But yeah. You need to heal soon, Wiley.
So guys, here, I mean, it was so stupid. I mean, I swear. I'm not left-handed. I don't do much left-handed, okay?
I'm his left hand.
Yeah. But I was working on the bottom plate, nailing studs to it, and so I had to use my left hand with the nail gun. And the neighbor, I'm building a big closet for the neighbor. It's a, 8 by 20 closet add-on to the side of his house. And so, anyway, I'm nailing the studs to the bottom plate, and I have it just laying out on the floor. And left-handed, I have this big framing nailer, and I go to hit to nail the stud into the bottom plate. And being left-handed, I don't have as much control with my left hand. Well, I just nicked the top of that 2x4 just enough to push the safety in on that gun. And whenever I did, you just hold the trigger in, and when you hit it, it nails. And it pushed the safety in just enough that it shot the nail out and went straight into my hand right there. Like I said, I mean, it could have been a lot worse, guys. It was only in there 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch, something like that. It could have been a lot worse, but it's...
Yeah. He sent me a picture, and immediately I wanted to run over there and go make sure I cleaned his wound good and stuff like that. He doesn't have health insurance, and so go to the doctor isn't really an option. And over a seemingly minor injury, but I can't walk that far, or probably not drive either. There was a comment up there that I wanted to reply to, but Jody said you're a klutz. Yeah, that's why you don't hold the trigger.
Yeah.
Said, hang on a second. There was something up here I wanted to...
Well, but it's got a setting on it. So you can set it to automatic, which you hold the trigger and you just bounce the gun and it nails every time. Or you set it on single shot, basically, and you pull the, you set the safety and then pull the trigger and shoot a nail out every time. Well, the neighbor has never used this gun on single shot. It's always been set on what I call automatic. I don't know what the term is, but it's always been set on that. So I never thought nothing of it, and it wasn't no big deal until I shot myself with a 16-penny nail.
But surprisingly, it looks good. When he got home, I cleaned it real good. We had some leftover antibiotics laying around, and so he took some of those, and
yeah.
I think he's gonna survive.
I'll live.
So Ford Dude said if David heard you call his tractor a cheap knockoff, he'd go crazy.
Well, they were cheap knockoffs. They're actually damn good tractors now. But whenever they first come out, the Mahindra was just one of the cheap Chinese brand knockoff tractors. But, I mean, they are good tractors now. The newer ones are all really good tractors.
David's tractor is very nice. It's much bigger than ours, and I wish we had the backhoe attachment that he does. Butt Nuggets asked, how many flat tires in a single trip is our record? A few weeks ago, well, no, I guess it's been about 2 months ago now, we went and picked up a free hot tub, which we're not going to use now, and we had 2 flat tires on that trip, but fortunately the second one blew out close enough to us getting home that we were able to just limp it home.
Yeah, drove on one flat tire.
But we only had 1 spare, so yeah, Drew's definitely beat our record.
Yeah, that's sure enough.
Okay, I'm scrolling back through the comments, guys. Trish, heat is normally, like, when my back just hurt from the pain, I used a heating pad, and you're right, it definitely would help. But the doctors told me to use ice on this. They said that heat doesn't really help the pain from this type of surgery.
Bye, Lila.
I don't know why. I'm just taking their advice, and so I've been using ice packs instead.
Is Lindsay here? I see somebody saying hi to Lindsay.
I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Gun safety. Treat, never keep. I don't know what that means. Same applies for all guns. I don't know if Anson made mistakes. Making it home. Hey, how are you? You're a new face, I think. Keep your booger hook away from the pew pew switch.
Yeah.
Booger hook.
Yeah, it was a major mistake, guys. It was a major mistake.
It never filmed if it, or it never happened if it's not filmed.
Paul, I wished I'd have had a camera on it. I mean, if I would have given anything to have had a camera on it whenever I done that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the blood and the hole don't help. I mean,
the nail guns are supposed to shoot. Let go of the trigger, then reshoot. Framers aren't supposed to be automatic.
well, this one has a switch on the side of it. And you switch it one way and it has one nail, and you switch it the other way and it has like 3 nails. So, yeah, anyway, that's the way it is.
Hey, Sam or David, Dave and Daisy, out and about
Dave
with
and
Sam
Daisy?
and
Oh, yeah.
Sam. I am is now out and about with Dave and Daisy. So hello. Yay, Lindsay is here.
Hi, Lindsay.
Yeah, I wish we could go hang out with everybody at Jeff's tomorrow for everybody's birthday, but by the way, happy early birthday, Marcel and Jeff, if you watch this.
Yep.
Maverick Acres, hi, how are you? We are doing all right. I'm going stir crazy, but other than that, I'm good. Let's see.
Sorry, guys, we got to look down here to be able to read the comments. I can't see that far.
It's all great. He said, you have it on assault mode.
Yeah.
Oh, Lindsay said she has some big news on Lila's beetle.
Oh,
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gotta run. Bye, Lila. That was a minute ago, so I scrolled back up, guys.
Golly, you're way behind.
I wanna like, reply to your comments. So we're a little bit behind. You wanna keep ice to keep the swelling down. Probably for me and for Wiley, actually. Thanks, Lindsay. I have nothing better to do but lay in bed and make myself feel pretty. I even did my nails. I don't ever even paint my nails, but I did my nails because that's how bored I am. Heat expands swelling and inflammation. Ice shrinks it. Now I know why they told me to use ice. I'm glad I listened. Wiley, the man who can patch a tire on the side of the road or make a wheel from a tree. Yep, he is. Yeah. Yeah, that last time we had a blowout, we didn't have a jack with us. And so you should have seen how we did it. Wiley, our trailer's dual axle, so Wiley pulled the back axle up on a curb and was able to change the front
which lifted
axle.
the front axle up off of the ground enough that I was able to change the tire.
Just enough. Which actually we still had to use. We had a shovel and a rake or something in the back of the truck, and Michael, our son, was like lifting on the trailer, and I was lifting up on the shovel, and Wiley was able to get the tire on there. It barely worked, but we did it. So would Big Mike? I don't know. I guess Big Mike nailed his finger.
Yeah, and Chris over at C3 run a 16P nail through 2 fingers.
Ouch.
Yeah. So I mean, I got pretty lucky, if you ask me.
Yeah,
You know.
it went through a soft spot, didn't hit
At least
major.
I didn't nail my hand to the floor or anything, It's
Oh my gosh, that just gave me goosebumps. I just saw your comment.
What happened?
Talked to the VP of marketing at J-Bugs on the phone today, and they want to partner with us on Lila's build. They're like the place to buy VW parts.
Oh, wow.
That is
awesome.
I'm off to do something even if it's wrong. See you next time. Bye, Jason. Yeah, I will be there for a short bit. I guess he's talking about Jeff. I have to be home early since Gladys has an appointment tomorrow. I gotta pick up the kiddos. Yeah. I wish we could go. Are you guys going to Jeff's original homestead tomorrow to help? Come on is only going to be a transporter. No.
Ain't gonna be able to. Jen's not up for a 4-hour drive right now, so we're not.
Yeah.
She's already getting antsy sitting in this chair for
And we've only been on here
minutes?
for 30, not even 35 minutes yet. And I mean, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've already shifted several times. I'm trying to, it's, you get used to sitting a certain way, and now I have to be very intentional with how I sit. And I don't know. I'm not even looking forward to the hour drive it takes to get to my doctor's appointment on Friday.
New van additions video coming up this weekend. Awesome.
Sweet.
We'll be there.
Hope someone does a live while the move is happening. They may be able to, but it may have to be an intermittent live.
Yeah, because
there's a lot
the service is crappy out there.
Yeah, Jeff has internet at his house, at his current place. But I know that where our new places are, the service isn't great there. So, don't hold your breath on a live stream unless someone's
Well,
got a
Ford
really
dude, you're probably already gone, but take it easy. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.
Ben's Over Acres, hi. Sorry if we missed saying hello to everybody. I'm trying to do what I can to keep up with comments, but, it's very rare. I mean, we're still new to having this many people in our live stream, so we're used to like 20 people, and it's pretty easy to keep up with the chat when you only have like 20 people. But
read Paul's comment.
I want to say something, Paul, but it's TMI, I think.
Yeah, David, no. We don't have heated seats. We don't have nothing that fancy.
I wish. We had a truck for a little while that had heated seats in it, and it was really, really nice. I mean, the truck wasn't really nice.
The 2014 really nice. Has a lot of plugs in the seat. I don't know what they're all for, but I'm sure it's airbags and what else, but...
Find me a heated seat. Yeah.
Oh, Lindsay's over at Jeff's.
Oh, nice. Go on, Jen, I dare you.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say that the pain medication kind of stopped me up, and then I had to take stuff to counter out the stopped up, and then I kind of took it too far, and that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Maverick says only heated after burritos.
Oh.
Jody, I've got to stay on her because she's getting bored and getting tired of laying around the house, and yeah. She's going to have to be knocked in the head.
Hey, Emily. He's not supposed to be up there.
Hi, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie, how's it going?
So, Lindsay, you and Drew get bored over there. We're only a couple 100 feet away. Y'all could go over there and do some work.
Yeah. You could go check our game camera and see if there's any suspicious activity.
Hopefully it's catching the whale guy coming in to...
We don't have a fancy enough trail camera to be able to check it from here, so we only get to check it when we are there.
That's going to change.
I know. So, if you guys remember, like when we were, Butt Nugget said, haha, the whale guy.
Did you see it on there?
Did you see her
Yes.
text?
Did it just come in?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh.
Last time we were camping, guys, at our new place, some things went missing. And when we checked our camera, of course our camera wasn't where we were camping. It's to check
on the
traffic.
Other end of the property.
Yeah, it's to check traffic coming and going. So, but the only thing we saw was a couple of really big dogs. What were they, Mastiffs?
Yeah, big Mastiffs.
And they live up on the hill. So they very well could have been the culprits for stealing our big bag of dog food and our kitty food. Jen, I have no problems with pain meds. Unfortunately, what I need, I can't have if I want to keep my driver's license. Ooh, yeah, that's bad.
Good. Yeah, that's not good.
That's bad.
Yeah. So yeah. What's my health review? Oh. Danny going?
Yeah. Hi, Danny. How's it going? YouTube censored his. It's just a bunch of flags and emojis.
Another moderator done handled it. Anyway.
Okay, good. Yeah, they're big dogs too.
Yeah, they're big dogs. They've actually, while we've been there working, we've seen them come down, but they never come down where we're at, but they come down the side of the mountain, and we can see them, but they never come down where we're at, but they're big dogs.
Maverick Acre said David in DD5 needs that old Ford fuel truck you have.
Yeah.
That old service truck?
The old service truck.
Yeah.
Actually, so they're having an auction over there on the 23rd of this month, and they've got 2 fire trucks. They've got an old Packard. They've got an old '69 model Cougar. They've got.
Are they getting rid of all that too?
Yeah,
Oh,
I could almost imagine that fuel truck's going to be in there. And then they've got a lot of later model cars that's going to be in there. But they're having an auction over there on the 23rd of this month. So
Jody said, "Tie me down to keep me out of trouble."
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Jamie said you should use the green stuff, Paul.
It's a pretty rough Cougar. I mean, it's going to need full restoration, but it is a V8 car, but it's a small V8 car. It's not. I think it's a 351 Windsor car. It's not it's not a big block car or nothing like that. Nothing super special, but it is a '69 Cougar. I mean, it's still a special car, and I'd love to have it, but yeah. '69 Cougar, is she still a looker?
That's funny. Butt Nugget said that they were on pain meds for 27 years. Holy moly.
I'm actually hoping that I can go over there in the next day or two and get a video of all the cars that they've got set up in the auction right now. And I'm going to be posting that on YouTube just in case any of my friends or anybody does want to.
When are they having the auction?
23rd.
The 23rd.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that'll give people a chance to check that stuff out first. Look at the rear end of that Cougar. Oh, looking at the rear end of that Cougar, are you, Paul Honeyman? I think the rear end's pretty straight, actually. No, I'm just kidding.
Hi, Terry or Mike.
Hey,
I'm assuming it's probably Terry, but hi.
Yeah. I watched y'all's video. They went and took Biddy Boo a pallet of that concrete.
Oh, is that the one they got it for?
Yeah.
Okay. If I had a place to put some of that stuff, we need about 10 pallets. But I don't have no place to store it that's going to keep it good right now.
Right.
And that's I would be on some of that stuff. But
guys, if y'all don't know, Mike over at MT Homestead is able to get pallets of Portland cement. You know, you have to add the rock and the sand to it, but a whole pallet for $17.50. An entire pallet of cement.
So I think that was like 35 bags. 50 cents a bag is what they're selling them for.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. It's crazy, and I wish I had a way to stock up on some of it, because we are going to need it when we get to Arkansas. But I don't have a place to put it and keep it safe.
So it would just all get wasted, because we wouldn't be able to keep it dry. Paul says he always checks out the headlights and the rear ends.
Headlights is my thing. If they ain't got good headlights, we can't make a deal.
Nomadic Hooker, hey man, how's it going? He just moved, or will be moving just south of us.
Yeah, just in Macomb. Yeah.
Yeah, not too far away. You need to get a container, Wiley. The price has come down. A couple years ago, they were like $5K. Now about $3K delivered for a 40-footer.
We actually have a container, but it's here in Oklahoma, and we would have to unload all of that stuff to move it to Arkansas, and then have to come back and get that stuff to take back out there and put in the container. And I don't see that working out all that well logistic-wise.
Yeah, that would be a lot of money to move all of that. He said, "Yep, been spending a bit of time out there lately. I bet it's a nice change from the." You're right in our light, Hunter. That'd be a really nice change from the city, from Oklahoma City.
Brett and Deborah said that they've got a storage room there.
Okay, Jamie. Now we know you didn't watch the video. It's like, that's a pita? Oh yeah, that's a. Oh, I didn't understand that acronym for a second.
So is it Brett or Deborah we're talking to? I'm used to Deborah being on this channel on this on Butt Nuggets. Wait a minute. Was it Butt Nuggets? No, that's Brett.
Is Butt Nuggets Brett?
Yeah, so that's Brett. I'm okay.
And then Tiny Farm Nuggets. Deborah, is that right?
Brett is Butt. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I didn't pay any attention that was Butt Nuggets, but yeah, that's Brett then. Brett, so I don't know. That is awesome. Where are you guys at from us anyway? Where are you? I don't even remember where you guys are from us.
I know they're in Arkansas.
Yeah, I'm talking from our place in Arkansas.
Yeah. Making it home, I can't remember if I said hello to you or not, so hello. Wiley, you need to get that shorty over to the new place to store the cement.
Yeah, the school bus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, that would actually work.
That would.
And it would be, I could haul that on my trailer.
Yeah. But having to move like almost 400 bags of concrete
inside that bus?
Because you definitely couldn't put the pallets in there without unloading them. And then, yeah, that would definitely be a job for Wiley and the kids, because I'm not going to be cleared to lift 80 pounds for a really long time.
They're over yonder. We're 40 minutes south of Jeff's current place. Oh, so you're quite a ways away then. If you're 40 minutes on south, you're...
That's what kids are for, yeah. I got 2 strong boys.
He's an hour from where we're at his current place. And if you're 40 minutes more, that's quite a ways.
David said, I can just see Wiley putting 15 containers down each side of the driveway as a privacy fence. Need a hammer? 39 days later proclaims, I found one.
I would do it, definitely. It wouldn't bother me any.
It'd be better to have 15, a bunch of containers lining both sides of the driveway than piles of junk. I think the kids are getting restless for dinner, yeah. Well, yeah. And we have them, they were arguing a lot, and so they're
kind of in trouble.
Yeah, so they're supposed to be outside picking up trash out of the yard.
Except me.
Yeah, except Emily. So.
And you're probably the number one that should be out there.
Yeah, because you talk back and you call Wiley old. Hey, Gail, how's it going? Did you guys ever get approved for your nonprofit status? It takes an hour and a half to get to Mama V's place.
So that's pretty much the same as ours.
Yeah.
I mean, we're only 10, 15 minutes from Mama V, so yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, I'd have as many as possible. Yeah,
he'd fill all of them.
I'm not even scared of it being just containers. I'll take old school buses. I'll take anything. I don't care.
Anything
as long as it's got a roof
dry.
on it, I'm good. I'll take it.
and then eventually maybe we can side it all in scrap wood off the sawmill and just make it all look like a really big log fence.
It'd be like a fort. We'd have like
Yes.
a fort out there.
That'd be super cool to have
Yeah,
a big 8-foot, 10-foot wall.
Yeah.
All the way around the place that was 10 foot tall. Can you see that? Can I see what? No, go back outside. Hey, you two, go back outside.
I know that trash ain't all picked up.
Yeah, go. Maybe it'll keep y'all from arguing. I love those two, but man, they argue so much.
Yeah, those 50 and you can buy those 53-foot semi trailers for like $2,000 a piece. Matter of fact, up Oklahoma City, I went up, or I say Oklahoma City, down Norman, south of Norman. I went out there. It's been 15 years ago, but I bought one of those over there for $2,000, and I drove it cross country. I pulled it behind my semi truck cross country for 5 years. It was a good trailer. But yeah, you can buy them over there for $1,500 to $2,500, just depending on how nice of a one you want.
Yeah, Paul, we've done a lot of work around here, and one of my biggest things is, I like to grow things, and we've invested a lot of money in turning our current place into kind of a food forest. So we don't really want to sell, but if we do, the next person's going to be set up pretty good as far as they're already going to have a house and a shop and a shed and a garden and, I don't know, a bunch of fruit trees. We have peach and apple and 3 different kinds of pears.
Although I'm going to do my due diligence to get those fruit trees moved to Arkansas. I don't know.
We have a
see.
lot of money invested in fruit trees.
Yeah.
And they're, I don't know, a couple of them have been out there for about 5 years, but they're still not producing because the goats ate them several times.
So we have a what is it? Apricot?
Nectarine.
Or nectarine.
Yeah.
We got a nectarine tree out front out here, and every year for the last 4 years, the goats have eat it plumb down to a little nub.
A stick sticking
So,
out of the ground.
We was like, well, it's dead. It ain't, we ain't got to worry about it. The next year, here it comes growing back. And this year, since we've got rid of the goats, it's like a big bush out there now. It's a huge bush that's going to be a nectarine tree now.
Yeah. So Anson said the mill trailer's coming along really nicely, and it would look great parked in the front where their RV used to be. It's actually done, isn't it?
What is it?
The RV or the sawmill trailer. You're done with that.
Oh
right?
yeah. It's I'm not. I've still got to do a little bit of wiring and stuff, and then I've still got to get a couple of jacks. That's about it.
Oh yeah, the jacks. They're how much? We need 4 more.
At least 2. I'd like to have 4, but I could get away with 2.
And it's how much for the jacks?
They're like $40 a piece.
Okay, yeah. So it needs jacks. Did you get the trailer lights
Hi,
worked
Cora.
out on it?
I've got the trailer lights all wired in the back, but I haven't got the plug in on the front yet. I've got to take the little straps and strap it to the frame, and then finish wiring the plug on the front, and we'll be good.
Paul said brothers and sisters are born to argue. I know, but that doesn't mean it doesn't get on my nerves. So I have a tolerance level, and once they exceed that tolerance level, I start giving them extra chores. Starting over is not so bad. You can implement the changes you would have made in the old place into the new place, especially when growing food for the family.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not all bad. It's just we've put in a lot of work here. A lot of work here. And I'm not scared of starting over. I just know it.
So there's still more videos to come, Anson, because of her being laid up in bed for the last couple of weeks and everything. We just got this last video out. This video we put out, day before yesterday? Day before yesterday? That video was actually recorded probably 2 weeks before her surgery.
It was actually August 1st is when it was recorded.
So
our camera does like a date stamp, and so you'll usually see a date stamp in the upper left-hand corner of the video if you look for it.
So the last video was pretty much got the tracks on the meal or on the trailer and all that good stuff. The next video is going to be showing you how I put tires on the trailer, then custom made fenders, and then we're pretty much done because we haven't painted it yet. That's something else we need to do. I've got a couple of jacks I need to put on it. I need to buy and put on it. Right now, that's just not in our budget. So as soon as I buy the couple of jacks and get them put on there, then like I said, got to finish wiring that plug-in on the front. And we should be pretty well done. It should be ready to go.
Paul said, it's a pity you're not here, Wiley, LOL. I would still have an old trailer board all wired up.
Huh.
They're talking about, trailer, I guess, semi-trailers.
Uh-huh. Yeah, those semi trailers, they're crazy cheap. Once they're done off the road, you know, and DOT won't approve them for the road anymore or whatever, they go cheap, super cheap. And the problem, like you said, now if you was going to take it
Bye,
somewhere,
Mama V.
if you was going to take them and put them somewhere where they was just going to be there permanently, cut the axles out and cut the DOT bumper off the back and cut the jack out from under the front and just set it on the ground, you're good to go. But they are high as far as if you leave the axles under them and stuff.
Oh, they're talking about the fruit trees. Just you gotta get a really big root ball on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of folks always have videos post several weeks after the project is finished. Tried to do that, but just couldn't wait. Well, we're trying to do 2 channels, you know, and so that's a lot of editing, and then I still have to help him with stuff. And then I had my surgery, and I was expecting to be able to do more computer work, but while I was on that pain medicine, I couldn't even look at the computer. I couldn't even scroll through comments on my phone because any kind of movement made me motion sick. And so even while editing that sawmill video, I'm real sensitive to motion, I guess, in videos. And so if you're walking around and you don't have a good stabilization feature on your camera, I literally can't watch it without getting sick. So I have to look away and just listen. And so while editing, that's hard because there's a lot of, you know, I move the camera around a lot, and so there's a lot of that movement, and I often get sick while I'm editing a video and have to take a break for a while. So
Hello,
yeah.
Temple and Acres.
Yes.
And Gail was wanting to know when we changed our name. She just noticed it.
After our party that we had in Arkansas, it was August. It was at the end of August, so just a couple weeks ago. Stepping out, take care of Jen, and do what you're supposed to. I'm gonna do my best. So guys,
Bye, Debbie.
it is almost time to get out of here. We don't want to encroach on Mama V's time, but Mama V over at Possum Run Homestead is next. It is family night, Wednesday family night, and so Mama V goes next, and then I've been out of the loop. Then I think it's 3 Mississippi, Mike and Sid, and then Mel and Gary, and then Mike and Terry.
So they make a.
Oh, our light
What
just
happened?
went off.
Oh, yeah, light died.
I guess I was.
So they make a attachment for the front of our tractor that it's a big V-looking thing that you drive underneath the tree, and I'd really like to have one of those because I'm afraid that, like I said, 4 years that the goats have eat this nectarine tree down. That's all it's done is been able to focus on growing roots. So it's probably got a massive root system.
It probably does. The canopy on it is finally big enough this year that you can't just like put your arms around it.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how that tree has survived, y'all, because we have not watered it, and the goats have ate it down. And our plum tree, the same thing. We haven't watered it, and the goats have ate it down so many times.
Yeah.
And one time we even put up like this little fence around it, but we didn't stake it down, and one of our little goats got her head stuck in there, and she actually got it stuck, you know, in a circle, so she got it stuck all the way through both sides.
Yeah.
And she totally broke the tree.
Yeah.
And I do not know how they survived, so, but yeah.
But they did.
Yeah,
And they probably got a massive root system.
Yeah, right.
Not only that, but the plum tree, Jen decided it would be awesome to put a tire around and let the plum tree grow up through it. So now there's a tire around our plum tree.
Well, my thought behind that was to be able, since it's a place where we don't have easy access to water, I can't just drag a hose over there and water it. So my idea is that if I put the tire there, and that I could fill the tire with water, and it would kind of help keep the water in the root system. But now, looking back, I don't think that was such a great idea.
No.
Luckily, Wiley has lots of tools that can cut it up and remove it. But anyway, yeah. So, guys, does one of our moderators please post a link to Mama V's channel at Possum Run Homestead? so that everybody can go over there.
Yeah, Brett, that's the only thing that I have to say that me and Jeff differ on big time. Because I love goats. I
think
grew
they're
up.
so much fun. I love goats.
I grew up. My grandpa had 10 acres, and I don't know, a couple hundred head of goats on it, and I loved spending time in the goat, what we called the goats pen. It was a totally separate property from all of our properties, but I loved going and spending time at the goats pen. And I've always loved goats ever since. But
Lily
yeah,
picked me a bunch of flowers.
we
Say hello. Hi. Oh, and Miss Kitty.
She says hi. Bye.
Brett and Deborah said, me too. Oh, hi, Sheila. Only had, that little heart is right in the way, so I can't
Yeah, I
read
don't
that
know
bottom
what the-
comment. Only had one kid, but love them, yeah.
Yeah.
We had 2 kids that were born here, right? Or
Yep.
3?
3.
3.
Yeah,
And they were all
3.
girls.
Every one of them girls.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about human
but-
children. I was like,
But we had to get rid of them over the winter last year so we could take a trip to take a trip to California to see my dad. And I'm just not sure that, we're going to need to build like Fort Knox if we get goats again. So maybe we'll try sheep this time because I hear they're less escape
Thanks,
artists.
Jen and Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, Mama V's live.
Yeah.
We gotta
Okay.
get.
All right,
Guys, go see Mama V.
Yeah.
We love y'all.
I think someone might have posted a link. Yeah, Paul did. All right.
And we will see y'all later.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay back down because my back hurts, y'all. But we love you guys.
Oh,
Ow.
you gotta stop me up there.
Sorry, I gotta
Mama
move.
V is live. Mama V is live. Mama
I
V is
gotta
live.
move carefully so that I can turn this off. Okay, we love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.